I was once an orphan in need. Born to a teenage mom named Carol, I began life in a desperate need of a family that could take care of me. The circumstances surrounding my birth were neither perfect nor ideal. In fact, quite the opposite is the truth. Life happened to Carol, and she struggled with a number of challenges that impacted my life and my development. Born 6 weeks premature with disabilities known and unknown at the time, I spent the first 10 days of my life in the intensive care unit. But while Carol faced significant setbacks, struggling with substance abuse among other things, God was ever present in our shared adversity. Carol did her best to survive, and I remain thankful that she decided to go through with the pregnancy and allow me the chance to be adopted by Lucas Boyce. The circumstances of my birth didn't matter to Dorothy, and over a 15-year period of time, Dorothy encouraged over 40 foster care children to remember what King David once wrote in Psalms 139 when he proclaimed that all of us are fearfully and wonderfully made. Mom welcomed anyone who needed a loving home, regardless of the special needs, the disabilities, and circumstances surrounding a lot of our births. Because my adoptive mom believes every child deserves a loving family, we were fortunate to be raised in a multicultural home centered on unconditional love, faith, and acceptance. Nelson Mandela once said, "There could be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way it treats its children." With Mandela's counsel in mind, it is important to note that there are thousands of children across this nation who are waiting for a mom or a dad to just love them as they are. According to childrensrights.org, on any given day, there are nearly 428,000 children in foster care across our country. In 2015 alone, over 670,000 children spent time in foster care. Nationwide, 100,000 children are available for adoption, even now. In my view, if there were only one child in need of a home, that would be one too many. Until the time when every child has a family, it is vitally important that we continue to support and stand up for organizations who live and breathe the mission to create forever families day in and day out. Now, the religious conscience of faith-based child welfare agencies is under attack by organizations like the ACLU, which is suing the state of Michigan to dictate the terms by which faith-based organizations go about their work. The ACLU is also threatening to challenge the Child Welfare Provider Inclusion Act, which would prevent states from excluding faith-based agencies from the system because they want to place kids in homes with both a mom and a dad. Let's not target those who, because of their religious convictions, have a certain way they carry out their mission. Instead, I'm hopeful we will encourage and support organizations, faith-based or otherwise, who are the catalysts we need to change lives forever. Our only focus should be in trying to place as many children as we can with the loving family they deserve. I am hopeful that we can put aside courses of action and lawsuits that only serve to slow the pace of our collective mission. In closing, I'd like to share a few words about adoption offered to us by an anonymous author. It is entitled "The Legacy of an Adopted Child." Once there were two women who never knew each other. One you do not remember, the other you call mother. The two lives shared to make you one. One became your guiding star, the other became your sun. The first one gave you life, and the second taught you to live it. The first gave you a need for love, the second was there to give it. One gave you a nationality, the other gave you a name. One gave you talent, the other gave you aim. One gave you emotions, the other calmed your fears. One saw your first sweet smile, the other dried your tears. One sought for you a home that she could not provide. The other prayed for a child, and her hope was not denied. And now you ask me, through your tears, the age-old question unanswered through all the years, heredity or environment? Which are you a product of? Neither, just two different kinds of love.